We'll start with a new topic, chapter number 17, circle, chord and arc. Let's recall what we have learned in the previous class, semester, the part of the circle. So your segment OD is called segment OD is dash of the circle. OD is what? OD is the radius of the circle. Is it radius of the circle? Same way, segment AB is dash. Segment AB is what? It's a diameter because it passes from the center of the circle. So it's a diameter. The diameter of the circle. Segment PQ is dash of the circle. What is PQ? PQ is called chord of the circle. What we call PQ is a chord of the circle. Dash is a central angle. Central angle. The meaning of central angle is from the center, whatever the angle is made. That is either you can say AOD or you can say DOD. That means your central angle is DOD is the central angle. Now the next one is minor arc. Minor means less than 180 to arc that is called minor arc. Your minor arc, some of the examples are given to you. AXD is your minor arc. The next is also given to you as BD, and the remaining we have to write. So what will be the next arc? Arc BQ. Next is what? Arc QB, or you can write it PQ. PQ, and the next, the last one is arc AP. These are the three minor arc of the circle. Already 2 is given in the table, and these are the remaining 3. Now the next one is major arc. Two are already given you are PAB, arc PDQ, PAB. This is more than 180. Say A to B is a semicircle form, and it starts from C. That is PAB is a major arc. Same way, what is the next one? PDQ, and the one we are going to write is arc PDA. We will write it in the reverse order, that is arc PDA. I hope all of you understood the third one. PDA or PDA, you can write it any form. You can start from P, any alphabets in the middle you can take, and we are going to add at the alphabet here. That is the major arc. Semicircular arc. Semicircular means 180 forms. Semicircle. ADB is already given to you are ADB. And the next we are going to take A in the reverse, ABB or AQB, anything you can write it. R. You can start from alphabet A and you have to end at the B. That means in the middle you can take it P also, you can take it Q also. Is it clear? APB. I hope all of you understood it here. These are the 7 points already we have learned in the lower classes. The next one is mixture arc DB. DB, these are length and the angle length will be, angle measure will be same. It's the central angle, we say that, and this angle DB, OB will be equal to it. It's clearly there. And the last one is, if you want to find the arc, measure arc, DAB will be, measure of the arc of a circle is how much? 360. Measure of the arc of a circle is how much? 360 minus that angle, that is DOB. This is the revision part already. Just let's recall we had done, and now we will continue with this topic. What we will learn. Okay, so we'll start with the properties of the chord of a circle. The first property we are going to learn in this chapter is perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to its chord, bisect the chord. The meaning of bisect is divide a segment AB into two equal parts. AB is your chord. Your P is on the OP is perpendicular to the chord. OP is perpendicular to chord AB. That means your bisect the chord का मतलब होता है AB को दो parts equal parts में divide करना. That means AP, that is P will be the midpoint of AB. That means here we can say the length of AB is equal to length of PB. That is equal to half of length AB. Once again the property, what the property says, the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisect the chord. This was the first property. There are two properties in this chapter. Okay, the second property, what it says that the segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Suppose what is given here, AB is a chord of a circle, O is the center of a circle, and AP is equal to PB. It's given here. The segment joining the center of a circle and the midpoint of the chord. That means when we are joining a segment from the center to the midpoint of the chord, it's perpendicular to the chord. That means we can say that OP will be perpendicular to chord AB, or you can say angle OPA is equal to 90 degrees, or angle OPB is equal to 90 degrees. I hope all of you know this. Here it will become perpendicular over here. That means OP is perpendicular to AB. It's a converse, and both the theorem we are going to learn in the higher classes, 9th and 10th standard. It's a theorem will be there. So it's all in the 8th standard you are just learning the property. So you have to study this property, both the property properly. Once again, just I am reading here the second property. The segment joining the center of a circle and midpoint of its chord is perpendicular to the chord. Now we'll move on the exercise students. Students, we'll start with exercise 17.1, the first sum. What is given here? In a circle with center P and chord AB is drawn of length 13 cm. Segment PQ is perpendicular to the chord. Then you have to find the length of QB. This is what is given in the question. Just you write first of all that. What is given here? The length of the chord is given to you. That is length of AB is given to you. Length of AB is how much given to you? 13 cm. And segment EQ is perpendicular to the chord AB. Now we will use the first property, the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord, bisect the chord. That property we will use. So we have to write that the perpendicular okay, just you have to write the first property, the perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to its chord, bisect the chord. It means that length of Q, we have to find the length of QB. That is length of QB will be half of length AB. Just we have already written the property. That is half of AB. AB how much is given to you? 13 cm. 13, half of 13 is how much? 6.5 cm. That is the length of QB. We got how much? 6.5 cm. I hope all of you understood the sum number 1. Sum number 2. What is given in this sum? Just I am reading the question. The radius of a circle with center O is 25 cm. The radius is given to you. That means length of OD is given to you. How much radius is given to you? 25 cm. Length of OD is given to you 25 cm. And the length of chord is given to you. The length of chord CD is given to you 48 cm. And segment OP is perpendicular to chord CD. These all the three things are given to you. We have to find the distance of the chord from the center. That means we have to find the length of OP. What we have to find? Length of OP. So first of all, same we'll start with the first property. What we are learning, we will find the value of PD first, and then we can apply the Pythagoras and we can solve it. So first of all, we have to find the length of PD. Just you will apply the first property, the perpendicular. Students, every time you have to write the property based on the property you are applying. You are applying the first property or the second property. So here we have solved the first previous sum also. We had done the sum based on the first property, and here the second sum also we are going to solve based on the first property only. The perpendicular okay, the perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to its chord bisect the chord. That means the length of PD is equal to half of length CD. That is half of length CD is how much given to you? 48 centimeter. 48 half, that is 24 centimeter. The length of PD, how much you got? 24 centimeter. We got the value of CD, that is 24 centimeter. Now this triangle OPD is a right angle triangle. Now here we have to apply the Pythagoras over here. That means OD square is equal to OP square plus PD square. That is OD is how much given to 25 square. OP, the value of the OP you have to find. PD is given to you 24. We got it. It is how much we got? It's 24 centimeter. That means 25 square is how much? 625. OP square plus 24 square 576. Bring the 576 on the other side. That is OP square is equal to 625 minus 576. That is OP square is equal to 49. When we do the minus, we get 49. That is OP is equal to square root of 49 is how much? 7 centimeter. That is the value of OP, how much you got? 7 centimeter. That is the final answer will be. That is the perfect chord from the center is 7 centimeter. The distance of chord from the center is how much? 7 centimeter. That is the value of OP is how much? 7 centimeter. I hope all of you understood. This was the second sum. Okay, sum number 3. O is the center of a circle. Find the length of the radius. If the chord is given to you 24 centimeter at a distance of 9 centimeter, we have to find the from the center of the circle. Here we have to find the length of radius. That means OA का value find out करना है. Is it clear? Now we will start with what is given in the question. First of all, solution. Length of AB is given to you. That is 24 centimeter. Length of OP is given to you. That is 9 centimeter. And segment OP is perpendicular to chord AB. That is also given to you. So here we have to find the radius OA. Same way, first of all, we have to find the value of AB. So the first property we will apply, the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to its chord bisect the chord. That is length of AB will be half of length AB. That is equal to half of AB. AB is how much? 24 centimeter. 24 half, that is 12 centimeter. That is the length of AB. How much we got? 12 centimeter. Now triangle, we will take the triangle OPA. is a right angle triangle. So by we are applying the Pythagoras. So by Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras here, we are applying the Pythagoras over here. That means AO square is equal to OP square plus AP square. OA is the hypotenuse, so the opposite of 90 we call as hypotenuse. OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square. OP is the value is given to you 9 square, and AP value we have already found it is how much? 12 square. 9 square is how much? 81. 12 square is 144. We will add this, we will get 225. That means AO value, AO square how much you got? 225. That means AO is equal to square root of 225. That is 15 centimeter. How much? AO we got 15 centimeter. That means the radius of a circle. Radius of a circle is 15 centimeter. I hope all of you understood. This was the sum number 3. Okay, sum number 4. See the center of a circle whose radius is 10 centimeter. Find the distance of the chord from the center if the length of the chord is 12 centimeter. It is similar to second sum what we have done today. But here in this sum the diagram is not given to you. So whatever the alphabets you are taking, that is not given in the diagram, that you have to describe it. So what is your solution will start? So number 4. What is your AB? AB I have taken as chord. So you have to just write that segment AB is a chord. Segment AC is a radius. And segment CP is perpendicular to chord AB. I hope all of you understood. This all the alphabets I have taken. So we have to describe it whatever the alphabets you are taking. Is it clear? Now what is given in the question now? What is given? Radius is given. Radius what you have taken? AC is your radius of the circle. That means length of AC is given to you. How much is given to you? 10 centimeter. And length of AB is given to you. That is 12 centimeter. First of all, again here we will find the value of AB first of all. What we have to find first of all? AB. Again the property we have to write. The perpendicular. Always remember the first property we are applying here. The perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle. Which is called bisector. Bisector. That means length of AB will be half of length AB. That is half of AB. AB is how much? 12 centimeter. 12 half. You are going to get 6 centimeter. That means the length of AP. We got how much? 6 centimeter. I hope all of you understood here. Now we will again we will apply the Pythagoras here. That is triangle CPA. Triangle CPA is a right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to CP square plus AP square. Radius is given to you 10 square. CP we have to find. AP value we already got. AP how much is? That is 6 square. That is 10 square 100 is equal to CP square plus 36. Bring the 36 on the other side. that is Cp square is equal to 100 minus 36. That is Cp square is equal to 64. When you do the minus, you will get 64. That means the value of Cp, you are going to get the square root of 64 is how much? 8 centimeter. That means the value of Cp, how much you got? 8 centimeter. The final answer you have to write. What is asked in the distance of the chord from the center. I'm writing the final answer here. The distance the distance of the chord from the center is how much? 8 centimeter. I hope all of you understood this exercise. So we had completed this exercise. Students, we will now move on the second exercise. Okay, students, we will start with exercise 17.1, the first sum. The diameter PQ and RS of a circle which centers C are perpendicular to each other at point C. That means your PQ and RS are perpendicular to each other. In the center, whichever the angles, there are 4 angles are formed, and all the 4 angles will be right angle. Is it because they are perpendicular to each other? Is it clear? So we already I written here the diameter PQ and RS of the circle with center C are perpendicular to each other at C. It means that angle PCS is equal to angle SCQ is equal to RCQ equal to PCR. Is equal to 90 degree. All the 4 angles will be 90 degree. And already I explained you this central angle, the measure of the arc will be same. That means measure R PS will be equal to angle PCS is equal to 90 degree. Measure angle you can write it. So all measure angle you can write. Measure angle R. Second one is what? SQ is equal to measure angle SCQ. That is also 90 degree. We name as 1. This is your 2. Third one, and measure RQ will be equal to measure angle RCQ. That is also 90 degree. And the last one is measure PR is equal to measure angle PCR is equal to 90 degree. This is the third one and this is the fourth. We are just giving the number. Now in this, what is asked in the first question? State whether RPS and RSQ are congruent. Yes, they are already congruent. We are written here because both are the measure are how much? 90 degree. That means measure RPS is equal to measure RSQ. We got from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. Just now we will remove the measure. That means RPS congruent to RSQ. I hope all of you understood the first part. In this, one more question is asked. Write the other arc which are congruent to PS. We have to write the other arc. PS for one are congruent. We have just now written in the one. The PS is congruent to SQ. Now PS is congruent to RQ also, and PS is congruent to PR also, because all the 4 arc measure of all the 4 arc is how much? 90 degree. That means all the 4 arc are congruent. That means measure arc PS is equal to measure arc. Third one is what? Measure arc RQ is equal to measure arc PR. That is from where we got? From 1, 3 and 4. From 1, 3 and 4. I hope all of you understood here. That means we will remove the measure. That means RPS congruent to RQ congruent to PR. I hope all of you understood this. Students, before starting the second sum, let me explain you one property. What is given congruent arc? It is given in the page number 117. Because in the second sum we are going to use that property. What it says that if the measure of two arcs of a circle are same, then the two arcs are congruent. So what is given here? Suppose this arc and this arc is congruent. That means the arc corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. The chord corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. Suppose these measures are 100 and this is also 100. Okay. Okay. Before starting the second exercise, let me explain you some of the points that is required for the second sum. Congruent arc. If the measure of two arcs of a circle are same, then the two arcs are congruent. That means suppose the measure of arc of a same, you have 100 है, the arc का length 100 हो जाएगा और ये 100 है, suppose ये arc का length 100 हो जाएगा, तो दोनों arc क्या हो जाएगा? दोनों both the length arc will be congruent. And in the note you can see that the chord corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. That means if these two arcs are congruent, that means the chord corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. That means the chord AB will be congruent to chord BC. I hope all of you understand. That means if arc AB congruent to arc BC, that means chord AB congruent to chord BC. I hope all of you understood. If two arcs are congruent, the chord corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. I hope all of you understood this property. If two arcs are congruent, the chord corresponding to congruent arc are congruent. I hope all of you understood, students. So we will start with the second sum now. Okay, students, we will go for the second sum now. Here segment MN is the diameter of a circle, and some of the measures are given here. You can see in the figure. The diagram is also given. Even in the board, I have drawn for you. So we will start the segment. MN is a diameter. That is measure angle MOA plus measure angle AON is equal to 180. It says linear. What it is? Linear. Well, I hope all of you understood here. AMOA and AON. AON, there are two angles are there. Thus we will split the two angles. That means measure angle MOA plus measure angle AON. We can write it AOB plus measure angle BON is equal to 180. I hope all of you understood here. Now we will substitute the value whatever we have. MOA is given to 100 plus measure angle AOB we have to find. And this angle is given to 35 is equal to 180. I hope all of you understood here. So just we will add these two angles. That is angle AOB plus 135 is equal to 180. We will take the 135 on the other side. That means measure angle AOB is equal to 180 minus 135. 180 minus 135 is how much? 45 degree. That means measure angle AOB, how much you got? 45 degree. Similarly, we can find which are the second angle which was angle COD. Similarly, we can find angle COD is equal to 45 degree. I hope all of you understood the question number 1. This was the first sum in that. Okay, so in the second, what is we have to show that? Show that RAB is congruent to RCD. Then we have to show that. Now we had find a measure. That means measure RAB is equal to central angle. What is the angle AOB? And AOB just we had find out how much it is 45 degree. Same way, measure RCD is equal to measure angle COD is equal to 45. This is your 1 and this is 0. From 1 and 2, what you will get? That means measure R AB equal to measure R CD from 1 and 2. I hope all of you understood here. That means R AB congruent to R CD. I hope all of you understood the second one. Okay, students, the third one is we have to show that chord AB is congruent to chord CD. Just now we had find it arc AB congruent to arc CD. If two arcs are congruent, I just now explained you that when two arcs are congruent, the corresponding chord of a congruent arc are congruent. That means chord AB congruent to chord CD. The reason will be corresponding chords of a congruent arc are congruent. So its corresponding chord of a congruent arc are congruent. I hope all of you understood this sum. Students, here we had completed this chapter. I hope all of you understood this chapter.